Ah. Hello, my name is Grant. I'm the co-founder of Carry Protocol. Yes, I'm the person in the brochure. I just gained 30 pounds during our ICO, so it is me in the brochure. It's like, before I start, it's really great to see so many projects with real life assets and real experience building real businesses. I think Carry Protocol is also one of these projects. Carry Protocol addresses one of the largest markets that can be disrupted by blockchain. It's the offline retail space. Mobile commerce accounts for $0.6 trillion, $600 billion. Online commerce, including Amazon and many others, amount to $1.8 trillion. But offline commerce is still $25 trillion market. But the issue is, it's using very old technology. You've seen this before. This type of technology is still being used, and there are so many opportunities for it to be disrupted. And I think blockchain, with its trustless nature, with incentive alignment, can make a new experience for people in offline. So just like many other projects, I've actually been building a real business for the last 5 to 6 years called Spoka, and we operate one of the largest loyalty systems in Korea with 15 million users. And here's a nice video. There's no sound, but people can just check in to their favorite shops. We have like hair salons, cafes, we have like retail shops like Nike. We have so many different types of businesses on our platform. And people just simply check in. And currently, we're also collecting a lot of data on people. So as I mentioned, we have built this business with our heart and soul for many, many years and encountered so many challenges that we think that blockchain can change. So far, Spoka, the company, has partnerships with Kakao, Line, and Facebook. So when you check into one of our shops, you'll receive a message from Kakao or Line if you're in Japan, and also Facebook. We serve 90 of the Nike shops across Korea and Wonderbra, and we've been featured on many different kind of media. And just from the very beginning of building this business, we've continued to grow the number of users on our platform. And we currently have 1/3 of the Korean population having used our service before. So whenever someone goes to one of our shops and checks in, we actually also record all the information that is in the receipt. So right down to the SKU level. So we know if you go to a coffee shop, we actually record whether you bought an Americano or if you bought a juice. We know that type of level. We know if you like to drink soju or if you like to drink makgeolli. We know all of this type of like data. We're collecting it right now. But the issues that we've encountered, like by meeting real merchants and meeting real consumers over the last 6, 7 years, is very big. Hundreds of people walk into the restaurants and cafes every day, but these restaurant owners and cafe owners don't know anything about who came to their shop. They just pay for the food and they go. Customers don't have control of this data either. We're the ones, when we go to a shop and buy something, we're the ones who create this data, yet we have no control over it. Big companies like American Express and Visa make billions of dollars selling our consumer data without our knowledge. And also, advertisers are also very frustrated. If you're foreign and you come to Korea and you go to Gangnam Station, you know what the ajummas like handing out the flyers, like, please come to this restaurant. That type of advertising has existed for 40 years, but it's still one of the major options. And there's no ROI calculation. A lot of people now use Facebook and large platforms to reach customers, but you can count the number of likes and shares, but did this person really physically visit my shop and spend money at my shop? That's actually still unsolved right now. That is why we want to leverage blockchain technology, the incentive alignment, the trustless nature of transferring value to make this all change. And Carrie's mission is to connect these merchants and advertisers to the consumer in a way without involving large, big companies and channels. The key value proposition for the ecosystem participants, they're the merchant, consumer, and advertiser. For the merchant, they can, for the first time, start understanding their customers because all of the transaction data, with the permission of the user and incentivizing the user, will be on the blockchain for them to see and target the right customer. Consumers, for the first time, will be able to receive their own transaction data and have the option of monetizing this data themselves. And then advertisers have an alternative to flyers. They have an alternative to Facebook and large rent-seeking institutions. They can directly reach the consumer themselves. And I'm going to explain how they do that. So this is kind of a video that we created. We're in Japan as well as Korea right now. We live our lives offline. Okay, never mind. That's I cannot see myself on video. Like it's crazy. Let me explain it verbally. So you need to incentivize people to start sharing their data. And before, it's hard to actually give microtransactions, so transfers of value. So for example, we're talking about transferring $1 worth or 50 cents worth of value. But if you use banks and traditional payment networks, you pay more in the transfer fee than the actual value you're trying to transfer. So given the fact that now blockchain is trustless and you don't need these large institutions, you can enable mini transfers of value every time someone shares data onto the Carry platform. So the Carry token is on the trustless blockchain, so it can be traded on exchanges like Binance or Upbit or those types of exchanges. It's as good as cash. Whereas points are limited. Points cannot be transferred to different shops. They can't be transferred to different people. But the blockchain enables the trustless transfer of value. And Carry is the main token. Advertisers need to stake Carry tokens to generate offers that they can send to users. And they also have to attach the Carry token to the user so that they receive two things: the Carry token and the branded token, which is very similar to the existing loyalty points. Branded tokens cannot be traded on exchanges. They're meant for people to use at the store again and again, so merchants like it. So users get both the branded token, the offer that's targeted to them based on their purchase data, but also they receive the Carry token, which is a reward. It's value that otherwise would have gone to Facebook or Instagram or these other channels, but now you're being reached directly by the advertiser. So you should get rewarded for sharing your data. Also, this is kind of not the main thing, but we have 10,000 tablets already installed across Korea. And what we can do is enable payments on the tablet. So instead of just collecting points, you can actually, we want to see a world where people can actually use the application to pay for things offline. And I don't have a lot of time, so you can actually see this later. I'm going to kind of rush through because I'm done. And in this ecosystem, it's an opportunity to get merchants, wallet providers, and settlement providers to make new revenue and create new value in this ecosystem. We're actually done with our private round. I just wanted to come up here to share more about our story. But we're lucky to have great funds like FoundationX, who really believes that blockchain should eventually be used in real life. It's not about concepts and like wishful thinking. It's about getting real users to use it, and maybe they don't even know that it's blockchain. That's the beauty of it. In the same way that we use Amazon without knowing what internet is. And I think that a lot of the companies that you see today, including ourselves, have the opportunity because we're in Korea. My grandma knows what Ripple is. And so half of the education is done. I think it's now time for real users to use cryptocurrency, not just know about it or trade it. Thank you for your time.